I was just grooving, vibing to wine therapy. What up?
I was too.
Yeah. So what's going on? It is Thursday night. It's wine therapy, y'all. You know we got some topics that go pick you up off your feet. Uh, we're gonna talk about, can you be friends with the ex?
Great question. Great question.
And too much masculinity in a woman.
Mm-mm.
Get to that, y'all.
Yeah.
Can't really get to that, y'all. Too much masculinity. Women ready to fight for nothing. The hell is wrong with y'all?
Really?
I to show what masculine energy feels like, but with a little more deeper voice. One thing that was wrong with y'all women. What the fuck? Sounds sexy, don't I? Well, what's up, y'all? Let's get into it. Can you be friends with your ex? I'm gonna let you take the flow.
Pause. Do you have any wine?
No, I don't have no wine today. I got
Wine therapy, man. I got a little bit of wine. I had to put some ice in it though. Because I've been, what was that, Tuesday? I had Taco Tuesday with my sisters and I had a little bit too much wine. So I got to be cool on the wine tonight. But yes.
What kind of wine is that though?
It's that Bartanura Moscato. So good.
Bartanura Moscato.
Yes.
All right, cool. Bartanura Moscato, you know what I'm saying? So let's get down to business. Can you be friends with your ex? Yes or yes, no? What is the word? What you think about that?
Jay Henny, are you friends with any of your exes?
Exorcist, bestest, and I'll be getting flexist. I'll be
Just
getting
like a man to deflect.
No, honestly, no, I'm not. Now that because like my kid's mother, I have to communicate with them. I don't call it friendship. I call it have to be like cordial. I guess you can do that. So actually, exorcist, am I the friends is this? Are they next to sis?
Don't start. I think you're sleepy. I really think you're sleepy. Like,
I do got a long day tomorrow, but no, honestly, so here's what I think. Honestly, so I wrote down some things because when you in a relationship, there's sex, there's some probably love, and then everything. So how can you bring that back down to just friendship? After you looking at your significant other or used to be significant other, how can you bring that down to friendship?
Right.
It's like me when I ask you what you think. Deflection.
That's not deflection. That's called flippage. Hey, Amy. Hey, Silver Fox. What's up, ladies?
Silver Fox. Is a fox really silver?
Don't start.
Okay. What you think about that though?
Don't start. Okay, so I think it depends on your current relationship status. Like, so I know for me, I have a few men that I've dated that I'm still cool with. You know what I mean? Like one of them, he's a big Life brand supporter. He's bought shirts and he's actually married now.
What's up, X? You support Life brand in the building, whatever your name is. Appreciate you.
Yeah. So it's just weird. And then like one of them, I still have a connection with him through one of my nephews. So like he's always in the mix. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do agree it's awkward. You know what I mean? You're around this person and you see that I'm in a new relationship and you know what, how to please them sexually, secrets that the other person hasn't learned yet. So it's definitely awkward, but I think it depends on your current relationship status.
So you think it depends on like your current relationship status, the trust and everything, etc.
Yeah. And I mean, like even Amy said no. She said it's no reason to. She don't have no kids tied to this person, no property, no business, no bills, nothing. That's interesting.
See, this is what I think, right? So if there's kids involved, you still got to maintain and keep some sort of communication and keep some sanity or whatnot. So I wouldn't call it like more of a friendship, but like when you got a situation like that, you pretty much have to like. How can we say this? Oh boy, I don't know how to explain this, but you got kids, you got to communicate,
right?
No, so it's got to be some sort of communication. I would call it friends. I call it being cordial, have a conversation, whatever, when it involves the kids and everything. But as far as the ex, just being in the building, I don't know. It depends on business. And some people not, we got a lot of people that's kind of like, how would you call it? Sneaking. They have ulterior motives, and that, so if it's right to even continue a friendship with a person like that anyway. You know what I'm saying? But if you're in a relationship with a jealous, very, 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 very jealous woman, it's probably not gonna work. because everything is going to be considered cheating. So to
But
me,
it's your job to make her feel secure. Like, baby, it's nothing. That's the past. That's over. I love you and you only now.
Silva said something that I agree with right there because I was about to say it. If we didn't work out as a couple, then we were never friends.
Wow, Silver Fox. That's
And you
deep.
know how I feel about friends because don't let me go back and transfer to where dating. We got to be friends first. Period. Bottom line.
But no, I mean, and I get that point, but sometimes you just don't work out as a couple. And y'all are that cool that that y'all are friends, that you work better as friends.
It just depends. What's the purpose? What is the purpose of friendship? It's gonna bring me money, and or it's gonna cause me static. Like I said, if you develop an honest friendship with people, I think in the beginning you don't probably get into that relationship because if you feel that you're not for that person, you have more respect to just let that situation be continue as friends. You know what I'm saying? Because you haven't really got that much involved. But people just be I'm a offender. They just jump into things off the cliff, jumping into it like whoosh. But be friends first. That's why dating is toxic. But that's another story. We're not gonna get
Yes, that is definitely another story. Definitely another story. So, so the ex can't be like your kid's god, dad. Like it's just nothing. Man, he ain't coming to the barbecue. She can't talk on the phone with him. Nothing.
if it's like okay, so like if it's a kid's dad, I don't think there's no wrong with like you have that relationship, I guess, with your kid's father, kid's mother, and y'all cool and they respect the relationship, and you invite them out to the thing. I don't honestly there's no wrong with that. I personally don't have a problem with it as long as the relationship is respected. Now,
Mhm.
once people cross those boundaries, you know what I'm saying? I watched a couple of Tyson fights to put a jab and an uppercut in there, you know what I'm saying? If it has to come down to that. But honestly, I wouldn't have no problem with that.
Huh. I think it's well, you know what? I don't know. I was gonna say I think it's okay if you put the boundaries in place, but I'm going by how I operate. Like I would never put that person, in a predicament like that. But you can't expect it on the flip side. So I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little biased here or a little one sided. Like I can have my ex as my friend, but you can't.
Yeah, see that's very one sided. You can have an ex as a friend, but you can't. Let me tell you something. I'll let you have an ex as a friend. Let's see how much money you're making. Let's see what he'll bring to the barbecue. He's gonna fund the barbecue. There's some incentives of having an ex as a friend. If he's a broke bitch, then he does not gonna do us a favor. He's not gonna bring them to the barbecue. A case of water. Get your broke ass out of here.
Did you say incentives?
There's some deals for letting the current girlfriend be friends with the ex. And I just said, if he's a broke beach, like, what is the point? You buy some barbecue, what he's gonna bring? He's gonna show up with himself with his hands full. Like, come on, like,
Yeah, that's something. I think you raised a good point. What's the point in still being connected to this person? Like, what is it for?
yeah, what is it for? What are the benefits?
Hmm.
What,
Interesting.
let's go back. What are some of the benefits of being friends with the ex?
Well, you know what? Actually, this is a very good question because I think, and I can only go for me personally. So these friendships or still connectedness or still communicating things that I have going on with these people, it's initiated by them. So they actually, I think, have an ulterior motive.
And what would this ulterior motive be? Like, what,
It's
like
to keep me close. It's like to keep tabs on me.
close?
See, I didn't ask for that.
Hello. I was about to start to say it. Well, wait, hold on. I gotta read some of these comments though.
Okay.
So she said, men gossip more than women. So
Men do.
that's because you know what, and you know what, Silver. Let me say you something. Men do
Bitches.
exactly because society is making them feminine, so they start dressing in tight ass pants and wearing dresses. So since they gossip like women, they figured fucking might as well look like women. I don't know. But Amy says everybody's situation is different. But I don't know. I've seen I've seen this in relationships, and even in the past, I've seen like women have even guys just as friends, not even have no affiliation as being involved in a relationship previously. They will honestly violate or disrespect the current relationship.
Mm.
Some will let it slide, and some men let women. Because let me tell you something. And I'm about to go back. You heard this before, and people have just seen the previous podcast have heard this before.
Your birds.
In this current world, there is a man shortage because men are putting on wigs and fucking skirts. So to find a good man is challenging for women. So if a woman see another woman fucking up in a relationship, and this like, and even just a friend,
Mhm.
they might cross those boundaries over and swoop up and take them away, even if it's an ex. So imagine this, right? You got a man, right, with a woman, and he got his current little situation, friend, and let's say this friend's the ex, right? So ex know when they fuck up. Current situation, the woman is like treating them wrong, whatever. Women are like a fucking predator, right? The lion when he fucking sees his prey. You waiting for that woman to fuck up
Mhm.
because you're going to pounce on your fucking. You're going to afraid to pounce on that man. So when they fuck
Mhm.
up, you're going to show them. That's how the environment is right now in this world. Women are sitting around like fucking lions, hence masculinity, walking around waiting for the next woman to fuck up. You're like,
I don't disagree with that. Lionesses, or whatever. I don't disagree with that. However, comma, men do the same thing. Like I said, you all keep the woman close because you know, like just for the possibility of, you know what, I don't want to lose her. I might have to go back to that.
mm. However, men have a plethora of options because there are more single women out here right now looking for ready to settle down more relationships than men are, vice versa.
Mm.
So
You know what I saw today?
what?
Guy and a girl engaged. She has a friend. No, he has a friend. He broke off the engagement and married his friend, the male friend, on the day he was supposed to marry the chick. So I
Man,
mean,
a man married on a man?
yes.
See, that's what society. Look what the fuck y'all doing. I'm not gonna go into this. I'm gonna talk about this in my show next Saturday. Look what society doing. Y'all making man think it's okay to be butt buddies. Anyway, I'll read the comments.
Thanks.
Amy, she said there are kids involved that I don't know about friendship when you can just call her and shoot the shit, but definitely cordial co-parenting and any advice about the kids. You know what? I believe that is true what she said, and if there's respect in the past, and it is what it is. So conversations may flow outside the box a little bit, but nothing major, nothing like not major like that.
Mm-hmm.
Silver, she said, the reason why men like to keep a door open with their ex is so if their current situation don't work out, they have something to fall back on.
I agree with that. And not just with exes. I think I 100% agree with that.
Silver, have you ever heard of Allstate Insurance?
Oh, you're ignorant.
So what's up? Ashley Peck's the builder. So Natalie said, my ex tried to be the cop block. He wants to control that he can have it again.
I agree with that, Natalie. Like seriously, you men are a trip in that way. Like you think that just because
Man, you might as well say you people.
you men, I haven't dated women, so I'm saying you men are.
You ever thought about it since more women are on the block.
No, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Oh, man, that is so funny. I'm not saying they gotta come to the cookout. They gotta, you know what I'm saying, come on the family trip and stuff, but conversations and stuff like that. I do think, they keep that line open for just in case. You know what I'm saying? And then they do something to cock block.
Do you think is their attempt to? So I know of a situation, and of course I won't say no name, where I don't say a man held on to his ex, but he tried to combine his current relationship with the past relationship for a 2-for-1 deal thing. And some men they're trying a lot more now than
No.
no. Okay, I'm not trying to promote the two wives in a household. I always spoke of it from an economical standpoint, but I'm not promoting that. I'm just saying some guys do that, and some women are like they're sharing.
Mm-mm. I'm not sharing.
I didn't tell you. I just said some.
No, I'm just saying. I know I ain't sharing. I mean, but I'm not doing it. Mm-mm.
What if it's a billionaire?
Nope. Mm.
A guy with $10 billion, and he's like, I want you to be my wife. $10 billion, right? I mean, y'all flossed out, decked out.
Like, hey, sister, wife, girl, what's up?
He was like, You and you in my bed with me.
Like her. It's gonna be her tonight and tomorrow night. It's her. But we married. It's her.
You lay down and watch movies with me. Lay down with me tonight. Watch movies. I want to lay down with you. I want to rub your legs.
No.
I want to lay down.
Look, I'll be the wife that cooks. She can take care of the bedroom with him. I'll cook.
So you just go cook and just get a salary, huh?
Yep. I'm gonna take care of the house, iron his boxes and his socks.
I guess you're gonna be the domestic one. So, but back to,
and I'll do it naked just to make it a little, you know what I'm saying? Put a little razzle dazzle on it. Yeah.
I had a question.
What?
In the sense of a man, can he be friends with an ex that's a female, or is it harder to maintain that, or is it harder for a female to have a male as a friend, an ex? You know.
Oh, you know what? I almost want to say it's harder for the man to have his ex, but men are jealous, and y'all, and I think Silver Fox said it. Men are territorial. Like, we'll be sitting there, you like, no, I'm gonna open the door for it. No, I'm gonna open the door for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think it's harder for her to have the man as a friend because y'all crazy.
That's when you get the people that's like don't have any chromosomes. You got men, like she said, it's territorial, right?
Yeah.
And those guys, I see daily. You can't do this. You can't wear this. You can't do this. You can't show. You know what I say? I don't like a woman come out. You don't, lady. If you want to come and show some cleavage, show some chest, that's fine. I'm not gonna sit up here and tell her like, hey, you can't wear that. It's me. If they want to look out in public and look, show some nice, they sexy. Some guys don't want women showing their cleavage. You remember my brother on the show?
Yeah.
My wife can't wear that. No, like how you will tell her what she can't wear. As long as it's sexy and classy, it doesn't matter. You don't want guys to look because you want your woman to dress because you don't want men to look.
Yeah.
Let her dress and enjoy her feminine side. Stop trying to cover up. That's being you have addressed in masculinity.
Yeah. The real question is, can she wear sandals?
I think about feet ain't like boomerang feet. You got some jacked up ass feet. Do not wear sandals, please. Matter of fact, I think feet is like I don't know.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. Pex is with me on this one. She said, y'all go have sexy time and she go do the cooking. Pex, I'm with you, girl. Yes.
No, I know sexy time. There's 2 wives, is not sex times for both. But I worked this. She said, oh my God, I had a guy tell me I had to wear panties on my clothes. Like, sir, my butt is still visible.
Why?
What? I don't. If a woman don't want to wear panties, don't wear panties. That makes you feel comfortable. See, this is guys' insecurity, and women got to watch this red flag. And that's why it's hard to be friends with the ex, because guys, most of the time, guys have ulterior motives. They want to keep tabs to the ex, like you say, want to keep up what they're doing and everything. Some women, like, legit see this friendship. Mm-hmm. A lot of guys have these motives, like, I'm gonna see where I can take this, where it can go. So I get it, like, but I understand why, going back to what you said, why guys try to like control what women wear in public. As long as you're dressed like fucking Nicki Minaj or Cardi B, then that's a different story. But you sexy, you want to show a little cleavage. I mean, if your ass poke out, you got a big ass, it's got a big ass. Like, people gonna look.
I don't understand the panty thing. I mean, that's crazy. And you know, and I know some women have a problem with it. Sometimes as women, we wear stuff on purpose because we know you like it. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a certain, maybe you like how she wear a dress or how her ass look in a jumpsuit. You know what I'm saying? We do that on purpose, but that's not controlling. We're doing that to please him. But some men take that overboard, like telling her what to wear. That's different than me wearing something to, you know, make sure that I'm his eye candy for the night.
So let me ask this question. I'm going to read what she said, and I'm going to add something to what Silva's about to say. Well, I'm about to read. If my ex is invited to a function, and I'm with my new guy, the new guy may not know that my ex is there, but my ex will surely do something to let my new guy know he hit. I don't know. That's kind of immature if an ex did do that. But here's my thing, too. If you are going out with your current partner, and you know your ex is going to be there, are you going to control what your partner can wear? And I think this question is more for the men than ladies. Are you going to control what your lady can wear because the ex is going to be there? Or even for the ladies, are you going to control what your guy can wear because his ex is going to be there? You know it. Are you controlling that?
No, I'm not petty like that, and I'm not insecure like that. But when she said, "But my ex will surely do something to let my new guy know he hit," I mean, and a woman will do the same thing. She go walk up and like, the hug is gonna be something. You know what I mean? Like, it's the women do the exact same thing.
Hmm.
It's super interesting. Um, Natalie said her ex would make her change clothes. See, and I,
Wow.
that's crazy. Um, no one wants no drama. These guys out here are disrespectful. So no, I prefer her not to show her breasts.
There goes my brother. We just talked you up. Let's talk you up. It's not showing breast, it's showing cleavage. That's all it is. I don't want to show cleavage. You want to show cleavage, show cleavage. You want her to stay covered up. We just talked about how society is turning women masculine and turning dudes feminine. And you want her to dress up in a turtleneck like she's a Jehovah's Witness. Like the fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? That next thing you know, the skirt gonna have to come down to the ankles over the gym shoes.
Oh my god!
What's next?
I don't know if that was really funny or if that was my wine, but that really just took me.
You can't. If the woman got breasts, let her show. If she ain't got to have breasts, if it's showing the cleavage, there's nothing wrong. Dudes gonna be disrespectful, fucking regardless, because dudes are disrespectful. They don't respect women. They're gonna be disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Like, let a woman, if she wants to be relaxed, let her do it. If the ex is there, who cares? But this is how I feel about friends for ex. Some men are disrespectful. So I don't. It's hard to trust guys because I know what guys up to. Ain't that many honest men out there. Period. There's not that many. Am I against it? No. Am I with it? No. It just depends on the person. Depends on the relationship. Depends on a lot of stuff. I read the comments. So what he's if you think that your girl can't, what is, I don't get it. If you think that, like, what is your girl can't dress? No, that got nothing to do with it. Because your girl, she can't dress because she decided to wear on the show cleavage. Like, what kind of fashion you do, bro? I wish she's on the show because I want to know, like, don't mean the girl can't dress. It's like, women clothing are made sexy and for women to show a little chest, a little cleavage, whatever. You don't have to wear a fucking turtleneck like you're Eskimo.
But even like, I think Peck said it in a comment, I can be covered up in everything and they'll still catcall. It's the truth. Like, literally, especially if you are a woman with curves in general. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you can have on a jogging suit, some leggings and a t-shirt, and they still like, oh, why did I say that?
Hey, so bro, I don't know if y'all know this leggings been this, so a woman should wear leggings neither.
That's a good question.
A woman curves.
Yeah. So does she gotta wear baggy jeans? Like, she can't show that she got.
Come on, brother. Does she gotta wear hammer pants? Oh, like the fuck, man. You can't have your woman out here looking like a dude.
Not in hammer pants. You so stupid.
Man, I told you, handle 2024 people. Fuck Joe. I got some good things coming in for America. I'm gonna make America great again.
No, okay. Look, while we're waiting on him to respond to this, I think this might be a good spot to segue into the next topic, because some things that a woman wear, it just it's the femininity of it, right? It's like, the girliness of it, the womanliness of it, and it makes us feel, like a woman.
So he said, I don't have a problem with it. I don't have problems either, so it works for me. What works? What works? What are you saying? What works for him?
That his woman ain't out with her cleavage and her ass out.
It ain't even have the ass out. Look, here's the thing: if you wear a shirt and show a little bit of cleavage, if that's comfortable, that's so yeah. You go in the public worry about what another man says. This is the problem we got. I don't give a fuck what another man says or what man says. A man don't control nothing in my house unless he pay bills, and a man ain't paying bills in my household, so I'm the only man paying bills. So you're not going to control what money goes out. If my money goes out and something sexy and classy, and there's a little cleavage showing, that's for me to tie that ass up later. Later, there's going to be a fun time, something for me to look at, something for me to enjoy when I'm looking and I'm being a pervert. When she's dressed up like she is fucking like 20 degrees outside with the chest covered up, no, I'm gonna be proud. If you don't want to wear panties, don't wear panties, because I know you don't wear panties, not wearing panties on, and I'm gonna be doing all kind of like slick shit all night because I am. But no, motherfucker, you want to wear with big ass fucking boxers and shit, like they Michigan Wolverine shorts, like big basketball shorts. No, woman wear that shit. You're not a woman who wear that is probably gonna stick something up in your anal. the night. So it's, pretty much y'all because women have been a little masculine nowadays. So the Mr. Basketball shorts are a giveaway.
Look, let me just say this before we go to this next topic. I think that because his original thing was that men out here right now are mad disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? But it's your job to assert yourself that man knows that she's with you and that you ain't playing no games. So the furthest the disrespect is gonna go is that he go look at her and that's it. So that's my perspective on that.
So wait, okay. So man's gonna look regardless anyway. It don't even make a difference. It don't make a difference. A man gonna look.
That's what I'm saying.
So either way it go, the man will look. But here's the thing, and then so now it takes you back to friends to ex. So I'm gonna do it in terms of dressing. So you can't be friends with. I don't know. It ultimately depends on the situation, depends on the relationship, and the kind of communication you had, how honest with you are with the next person.
Yeah,
like I'm on the show.
Yeah.
You know what? I good with this the next topic because I should have put him on the show because he just like you just want he's bro. You about close to Joe Witness, bro.
Stop it. No, no, he is no, he is not. And this actually wasn't one of the we just kind of meandered into this. We kind of fell into this trap of the clothing piece, but
because the clothing piece is important though, because when you friends the ex, so you friends the ex, right? You invite to a barbecue. How is the woman supposed to dress? Is it a different dress code?
Hey, but it don't matter because he know what she looked like up under them clothes. So it don't matter what she got on. Because they've been
true. Like no, hey, dog, take the case of water, stay your ass home. You ain't coming to the barbecue. Yeah, Nick, we'll need you. But if you're rich, yeah, dog. So you funding for setting up in this party, you could go ahead and pick up some extra shit. Hennessy.
He said she wasn't allowed to look or talk to other men. I'm interested to know what his background was. Was he of a specific religion?
He probably was you can't look. I don't like dudes that. You can't tell a woman not to look or talk to other men. If a woman's respected, that's different. She's respectful. Also, that's her personality. If it's outgoing personality, then that's cool. But if a woman don't have an outgoing personality, she's like kick, and the dude's face is like, "Oh fucking, you ain't like this. Like, what happened? What I'm missing?"
Right.
So I don't know. I just say it depends on the if it's honest friendship, depends on the situation and everything. Feelings may resurface. That's one thing you got to worry about too. So that's one of the cons of being friends to ex. You got them feelings resurface. People might get something back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but next topic.
All right, hit me with it. Go for it.
Masculinity. Women with too much masculinity. Is it a turn off? Is it a turn off? Is it a turn off?
What does too much masculinity mean? What does that mean?
Women that try to take on the role as a man and do many things, and they're sometimes combative. So that's what masculine means. I'm reading. I see his comment. I got to respond. I'm actually changing the topic at the bottom.
I'm gonna take a sip.
Change this right quick because I gotta read that. Read that to me.
If your woman has to show her breast to be sexy, she don't have much to offer. You can be sexy without flashing. Absolutely.
No, that's fucking bullshit. Your woman has to show her breast. It's not showing breast. It's cleavage. I'm not saying show breast. There's nothing wrong with showing cleavage. Am I right or wrong? If one want to show cleavage, this V-neck shirts is made. It's not having much to offer. It's dressing sexy. You're not a woman, so you wouldn't even know that. Women out here, you can dress a V-neck shirt. It's not overdoing it. It's not like you're showing all your titties and fucking areolas are covered up. I'm just talking about showing the cleavage. It's sexy, classy.
Yes,
that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like dressing skank. I'm just sexy and classy, man. I mean, bro. What's 7 years old? I mean, even 7-year-old man want to see some cleavage here now and then.
We need to talk about this on Love and Sarcasm.
Yeah, we'll be a Love and Sarcasm show. We're gonna talk about this. Women, can your woman dress sexy?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because we got old man Ackerman in the comments.
Oh man,
What is that? You got piece,
I'll light you up.
you got piece of paper, so put it up. Go put on that turtleneck. Put on two.
He is gonna light you up. That is funny, old man Ackerman. Hey, Silver
Yeah.
Fox wants to know what makes a woman masculine to a man.
All right. So let me tell you something, because right now, especially in the current meeting people world, aka dating, and then with dating world, women come off as masculine. And what she said, what makes a woman masculine to a man?
Mm-hmm.
Is women don't want to call the shots. This is when you actually, after you meet them and you talking to them, and they pretty much want to tell you what they want to run the show. And society has a part in that, but do have women that don't want to take on the feminine role. Now, I'm not saying you can like run stuff the way you want to run it when you come independent and you single. But when you meet a man and y'all working towards something, you got to take a step in the back seat, because two people can't drive. So it's actually, you can only have one chief. Can't have too many chiefs. So women step on that ground of wanting to be the chief as well, and want to run the show. You know what I'm saying? Want to tell the man what to do. And I know the problem today. There's not enough men. They actually go in the other direction to feminine, and I get it. Women are forced into that role, but sometimes women have to know when to fall back.
I think Peck said it best. We don't want y'all position. We don't want y'all position, man.
But that she's one of the few, because a lot of women want to like call a shot and tell a man what to do. You weren't even that. Well,
She's Silver Fox said, so what? She's supposed to allow him to guide her directly off a cliff because he the man?
no, so you're supposed to look at your red flags, because every man is not a leader. Every man is not built to be a leader. As I said before, society is different. Society, the men are not like they used to be. So you know the red flags, and you know the right man to guide you. Now, if you let the wrong man guide you and he directs you off a cliff, that's your fault. Plain and simple. So you know a real leader when you meet one. You know a real man when you meet one.
Okay, so I want to get a little more specific with this question. So she said, what makes a woman masculine to a man? And you said like her always okay, Amy, I'm single and have no choice. But once a man is in the picture, he will take the lead. So some men take, sometimes you've given a suggestion as you being masculine. So women aren't supposed to get suggestions, or is it how she gives the suggestion?
It's how she gets suggestions. Like it's how you get it. It's your tone. It's like, you gonna do this, you gonna do that. So like I've seen a lot of relationships, and I've seen it out in the public. I've seen it out in the work, where you come in the house and the woman wants to take on the lead and starts talking and screaming and everything. It's all aggressive. And the man is going to be calm and everything. And the man try to calm her down. Shut up, I got this. Strike one. You don't tell your man to shut up when he's being calm and know how to lead. So women, I'm going to just play it simple. Women, some women, not all have big fucking mouths. They want to talk, and they make a situation worse. And that's part of the masculine part that men don't like, a big mouth woman.
Okay, you know how I feel about the whole shut up and calling men bees thing. That's definitely a no. And I know a lot of chicks who use those two words frequently when they're talking to their mate. Mm-hmm. And to me, that's a problem.
Disrespect.
It's disrespect. It's definitely disrespect. Amy said, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Yeah, you got to put that soft voice on and, rub his neck or something, or his ear, or, something while you're at, you got to do those things.
And that trigger man, you do some things he like, it's like, oh, what's going on? But it also depends, and you got to notice red flags. Or if a man approach you and is respectful to you, and also he might lead respectfully. What I mean by that is like, when something happens, a man is not screaming at you. A lot of men are controlling. They want to take charge. They want to control everything you do. But if a man approaches you respectfully and have a conversation, and the dialogue between the two is monotone, there's not no screaming back and forth, that's cool. But when some men are like that, they get some women that when they communicate with them, women just want to go off and file the chart and start snapping. But look, he's not even disrespecting you. So why are you coming at him screaming or being rude because, oh, it's this reason, this reason? It's like people don't like the women that's over masculine. It's a turn off. And a lot of people that's like women that consider themselves a feminist, not all, but a lot of them who consider themselves a feminist is always the one to put up the fight. They got the guard up, they ready to just go at it all day. It's like man is not a real man is not attracted to that. A real man don't want a woman to want to run their fucking mouth all day and come home to the same bullshit. Yada 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 yada. Don't a real man want to hear that. A real man don't want to hear a woman that's been disrespectful all day because pretty soon that's gonna be out. Don't a real man want to hear that. So if you in that big mouth yapping, yapping, yapping all the time, disrespecting the man, don't be surprised if he won't be with you later.
So I got a question. So are these interchangeable, or does independent woman, is that something that's masculine as well?
It depends on what type of independent woman you are. Independent, you can be forced to be when you're single. You got to take care of bills, or you're a single mom. I get it, but at the same time, there's got to be a button you press when you meet a real man. Notice I said a real man that can lead. If you meet a real man, it's time to go in the back seat. Now, what could be a turnoff if you're still in the front seat trying to drive and you actually got a guy with good leadership skills that can lead the way, but you're trying to drive too, it could be some interference. Two people can drive a steering wheel, right? A car has one seat for a driver, right? Mm-hmm. And so the passengers in the car got to rely on the driver to get from point A to point B. In a relationship, a woman need to find a real man with a driver to get her from point A to point B. She can get directions and ask them turn left and turn right. Ultimately, the man has control of the steering wheel. Women need to let go and not try to turn the steering wheel when he turn it. You're in the passenger seat. Chill out.
Be the co-pilot. So this is actually something with me because, you know, I don't like to ask people to do things for me because they throw it in your face, or I would rather instead of me asking you and you disappointing me, I would rather handle it myself, right? So in a relationship or in talking to a guy, he has to do a lot for me to release that. You know what I'm saying? So that I can see he's going to handle it. So it's not necessarily that I'm doing it because I'm masculine. It's because there's a trust issue with that.
But that's different though. You gotta work your way into that, and I get it. But when it comes to that point for you to relinquish that, mm-hmm. That point for you to do that. So you don't do it at the beginning because a man says he's gonna do this. Because a man can put on the show and show you this, I'm this awesome person, but then be a total dickhead. So you gotta kind of watch for that, watch for signs and everything. So we can't relinquish the rights to him and have him drive the driver's seat so fast. You still got to go to the learning phase, get the norm, and see some consistency before you do that.
Mm-hmm. Peck said, leaders don't just give directions, they take action. So he can't just be saying what he's going to do. Yes, I need him to model it for me. I said model it. You need to, and be part of being a leader just showing what you're saying. Talk it, walk it like you're talking.
Be the verb. That's all it is. Be the verb. That's why I say when you meet a guy, you can't go off his actions in the beginning because this is the interview stage. This motherfucker's going to do whatever he can because he has some plans. One, maybe to have an honest relationship. Two, to take control of you. Three, maybe to get in your pants. So you got to have some consistency to get there, period. Mm-hmm. So you got to go. You can't just give up the driver's seat in the beginning because a woman that's been single has been taking care of business. So she's been driving for a long time. So a man that wants to get in his car and take over the steering wheel and have her trust him has to show some consistency all the time, and it's going to have to go for a period of time. And there's no set time. It's so a woman's comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Natalie said men are not consistent, which you were just talking about, and I think that's and some people that I've talked to, the man's inconsistent came from a woman's lack of clarity, being clear with him. So. And that brings up the communication piece. You know what I'm saying? So he thinks that he's doing one thing and he stops because he hears her say something else. So that's interesting how men and women look at that whole consistency factor.
So when you say, she says men are not consistent, right? So that's true or false statement. It depends on the communication aspect right now. There are some men that are pretty consistent. It's just that women, you have to keep the communication line open, and you got to learn how to communicate. People communicate differently depending on the person, right? Mm-hmm. So a bullshitter that's not consistent, you can easily eliminate. A man that's into you, that's really into you, will display consistency at all times. Mm-hmm. He will not fall off. If he a man that's into you will call you every day, right? He calls you every day. Mm-hmm. If he calls you every day, and then start to fall off, there's something else going on.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's serious or he's bullshitting or whatever, or maybe he ain't got the draws yet, but there's a reason that he fell off. Maybe he's in another relationship, or maybe he's married, you know what I'm saying? But a
Mm-hmm.
person's into you is going to show consistency and vice versa of
Mm-hmm.
what do the same thing too. You should have to like go chase somebody. Like I think time is different. One man trying to chase a woman. Because you know what? Ultimately, a man picks a woman to marry.
Mm-hmm.
Plain and simple. Woman don't pick man. You see women yapping. Oh, I got a man. Gotta have this. Gotta have man that. Gotta have that. Gotta have this. Gotta have this. He gotta do this. No, the fuck a man don't, because a man ultimately gotta choose your ass. So all these women out here that's like being ratchet, want money. Or man gotta have this, have that. Slow the fuck down, because pretty soon, as time go by, you could be a lonely fucking bitch, and you ain't gonna have no man out there for you because you try to create all these ultimatums, but you really a fucked up human being. And that man is going to overlook and overpick you and choose the right classy woman. This period. That's just what's going on. I mean, you see it.
Drop your mic. I mean, you.
You see it. Well, I want this. All right, lonely bitch. That's it. That's it. And it's true. And then men. I'm not going to just attack the women.
Go ahead. I'm going to take a sip.
I'm going to attack the men. Like, women, good women, not all, good women, want a man to take charge and lead. Let me tell you something, man, and I'm not gonna go deep into this. Women don't want to be taking care of your ass. You know what I'm saying? You got to actually go up and be traditional, just like you want a traditional woman. Some women want a traditional man that can lead, show leadership skills, and not make fucked up decisions in life, especially financial, that put families in a bind.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, men, don't do fucking dumb shit. You can't be dressing like your woman in public. Seriously, man. Society has allowed men to wear some of the fucking bullshit and have the audacity to still call these men who dress like women. They're so feminine. How can you lead? So you got these feminine traits, man. You got these feminine traits. So the motherfucker like knock down your door and you're dressed in a fucking skirt and you're not Scottish. How the fuck are you gonna protect your family when you dress like a woman? Seriously, does that have anything to do with it? Yes, it does. I wish I would have downloaded that video. I forgot it.
Yeah.
It was a video. That's the video I sent you, right? That's
Yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How? Yeah. It's.
I know. So look, so we got women who talk loud, talking crazy, women who don't know when to pull back on the independence. What's something else that women do that's too masculine?
So, like the communication aspect. Some women, and this happens in business. This happens in relationships, especially business relationships. Some women has the tendency to take charge. They don't even have to. When things are being dealt with, like in a relationship, you're communicating and you're talking. Some women have a tendency to get excited and wants to dominate the male with verbal abuse. And it may be something they dealt with, or maybe a part of some shit they picked up from a friend. But that part of masculinity is what drives men away because, like you said in the beginning, women can be flip mouth, like calling dudes names, but especially in public. Public is like the worst place to disrespect a man. If you disrespect a man in public, a real man, 9 times out of 10, you won't be in a relationship anymore. That relationship,
yeah, that's wild. I hate when I see that. And
yes.
it's crazy.
And another thing a woman can do, because they've been independent so long, when you're together, when it comes to financial decisions, to just go on your own and make financial decisions when y'all reach that point in your relationship where y'all working together. But making a financial decision is dumb and then need to be bailed out when your significant other told you that's not a good thing to do. And you go do it anyway, and you put yourself in the jail, and guess who's going to have to probably bail you out? Your man.
Yeah. Okay, so this actually is a good one. So you all like to be problem solvers. Y'all want to think y'all fixed it and helped us out. So we gotta, even though we may have the solution already, we gotta make you think that, baby, I couldn't have done it without you. I don't know what I would have done. Thank you so much. Man, you really helped me. Oh man, you got to make him feel like, women have to make him feel like he's the leader. Even though you didn't did all that shit yourself. You didn't plan the trip, the vacation, the birthday party, the house, whatever it is. Y'all like to fix stuff and be our problem solvers.
What they call that? What is the term they call that? I was just reading about this. Not reflecting the basketball. That's guess like whatever it is. So A man, let's be honest. If a woman worked hard and paid for a trip, a woman should get that respect, right? Because women can do things nice for guys.
Mm-hmm.
So if a guy wants a woman to really fill his head up with BS, then I don't know what to say about that guy. Like I don't think a woman should like, oh baby, I want to do this without you. Now, however, if a woman gets like an accomplishment, like a degree, a master's, a doctor's, or undergrad, or whatever, and the man was by their side helping them out, like doing things, helping her study. Like when I was married, no, when I was married at the time, she was going to get her undergrad. I used to fucking like while she's typing papers, I used to lay on the floor while she's typing the paper, and if she needed to read something, I read it, give her hints. And I had to work the next day, but I knew what it meant to her to do this accomplishment. So I stayed up with her to help her accomplish things. She's writing a paper or she's doing something to be solved, helping her out, falling asleep on the fucking hardwood floor,
Mm-hmm.
hard as hell. But I helped her out in ways. Now she did the most of the stuff in the classroom and everything, but I helped her stay motivated to get the assignment done. So instead of going to sleep like, all right, you're your own, fuck it. I'm on what you need help with, what you doing. I'm asking you about your paper. Like I was not interested in the topics. Sometimes I wasn't, but I had to put forth the effort to like get her going and everything.
Yes.
And that's the support. But so women, they like that. Praise to y'all.
Oh my goodness. So Silver Fox says sometimes you have to let a man think he's in control. Yes. And that's part of that feminine side. Like being able to not be like, no, I did that, but be like, baby, you did that.
Yeah, so that ain't even a real man if you gotta do that. Let me tell you something. You ain't gotta pull my head up. If I ain't did shit, don't tell me I did shit. Like this,
Oh my goodness.
I did something like, babe, thanks. I appreciate you. No, I'm like, you did this all yourself. I'm gonna tell you, like, nah, you did this. You put forth the effort. Like, don't I like that.
That's a real man. That's the real man who's gonna be like, no, she did this. But it's like the problem solver thing. It doesn't even have to be something like a vacation or physical. Like if I come to you with a work problem and discuss it with you, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a good thing because it's showing that I value your opinion, I value your feedback. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that if she's not sharing with you and just dealing with stuff on her own, then that's not a good thing.
I don't just put what she said, but without your support, I could not have made it. If man honestly give you some support, then you acknowledge it. Because and vice versa for a man and a woman. But so women, here's the thing: if a man honestly played a role and supported you, and you don't do it, that could be like a little masculine thing. Because some ignorant people, men, are masculine. Some women do it where they just want to acknowledge, like, give credit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and vice versa. It's just you got to give credit to your partners for a reason. You ain't winning this spades game by yourself. We did it together.
I think Natalie said, "Shit, my future man can have the control because."
Natalie say, "I is tired." Man, take the wheel.
But here's the thing, and I'm gonna say it again: some women are masculine. They have masculine traits because they are forced to have masculine traits because of the quality of men that's out there. And men are not really protectors like they were back in the day. It's just a different breed of man out there. I mean, when your man can go out dressed like with tight pants on and a crop top, that's a problem. And men, you know what happened though? Let me tell you what happened with women. Women will sit and see some man like that, not all, and will fucking like, you dress nice. Let me tell you something. I used to talk to this girl, right? And I started talking to her because of this shit. I had this conversation, like, man, we go shopping. Let me dress you. No, I'm a big dude. I'm 6'2". I'm like 275, 280. She could tell me, oh, I'm gonna dress you up. I'm gonna put the pants. I don't do tight pants, sweetheart. No, you let me dress you tight pants and this little shirt. Like, I'm like, this fucking girl is trying to turn me into a fucking like I got shot in the wrist or something. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not wearing tight pants. Accept me for the masculine man I am. I am not like high stepping over to the feminine side like some of these little fairies. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Did you call
Jeez. So women, you might have to, if you got your man dressed like a fairy, then you might have to take on some masculine roles. I'm just saying.
That is funny. You call them fairies. You want to read Silver Fox's comment?
So sometimes a situation can occur when you're in a relationship, and it's okay for a woman to take the lead. But a guy needs to be okay with a women. Let me tell you something. A good relationship With a woman leading, it's not a good relationship. Period. I don't care what you say. Now, when a woman steps up, she can lead temporarily. In the case of man is sick, a woman leading a relationship is not a good relationship. I don't care what nobody says.
That's it. But that's what she's talking about. So, for instance, if somebody is
okay, I see, Sil, I see.
yeah, that's
Oh,
yeah, you was about to go in. No, but yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
yeah, but that's a woman stepping up though.
Yes, she said a guy needs to be okay with relinquishing the lead. Because, like, let's say, for example, he's in this situation, you know, and he's off work, no income, but he's still trying to find a way to get this thing. He has to relinquish that to her to say, you know what, babe, I'm gonna take care of X, Y, and Z until you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the relinquishing part.
Okay.
But some men won't. They'll still, you know, mortgage, put a second mortgage on the house, payday loan, whatever.
Fuck that pay loan. A man gotta put a suck up his pride. A woman got it, and she can take up and she can lead for temporarily. This is what a woman is doing, right? A woman is your crutch. So when a man falls down, she's gonna keep that crutch up until he comes back up, and he's got to stay strong. When he's able to, he's gonna take over and he's gonna be stronger. You know why? Because that woman has made him stronger. Because she's shown what good of a loyal woman she is. She's shown him that I got your back. I'm here ride or die. So that's gonna make him stronger, and that could lead to even a man that's loyal to the beginning just know, like, shit, I ain't going nowhere ever. Shit, I was in this situation and she held me down. And ain't too many people gonna do that, especially women nowadays. Women expect the man to pay for every single dime, which is fine. But when a man fall on hard times or in need temporarily, it's like, shit, fuck, like he's supposed to be doing this. But a real woman is gonna step up, like Silver said, and take on temporarily, build that man back up, and he's gonna be fucking super than he was before. It's gonna be better. That's how it is.
Yeah. I'm gonna use this as an example because I hate taking out the garbage with all my heart and soul. Like, I just hate doing it.
That's why you try to make bets with me that devolves your trash.
Yes, I really hate it. So while he's down, if I gotta take out the garbage, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna suck it up and I'm gonna take out the garbage. But best believe once he back on his feet, he's taking out the garbage again. But that's me being a helpmate.
Like, what the motherfucker do that he got you take? Now, if he ain't got nothing physically wrong with him, his ass should be taking out the trash. Don't know woman should. It's a few things for me. So this is masculinity to me. Women should not be fucking taking out trash. If I'm in the house with you, you're not taking out trash.
Nope, I ain't doing it.
And women sometimes cut the grass, or whatever. And I'm not a grass cutter, but if we cut the grass, I'm gonna learn how to use a fucking lawnmower. I'm gonna cut it. I'm just gonna cut the grass. I don't like doing it, no, but I'm gonna cut the fucking grass because you know I can't do it. So I can't be. See, think about it. You're in a neighborhood, right? Your woman out there push this lawnmower. You the motherfucking crib with the remote control. How does that look?
Yeah, but it's a lot of people that's like that. They think that's okay.
It's not. I'm gonna feel a certain way. I'm gonna feel like my manhood is like look. I'm like, hey, baby, how does this shit work? I'm gonna cut this fucking grass because we're not about to have you sitting out here like cut out grass, especially if you got legs on.
No, my hands gonna be rougher than yours. No,
right, exactly. So it's certain things that like I would YouTube. It's certain things that I'm in the house with a woman. I gotta step my game up and do a lot of stuff, or we finna do it together. It's either one or the other. Because some women used to doing it, and that's cool. It's like, all right, we finna do this together. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have to do it together. And some men gotta make those changes and grow up out of their immaturity and not have a woman doing every damn thing like she's the fucking like local plumber you call or whatever you want to call it. You know, just she can't be the fucking person doing anything around the house.
Yeah, definitely not. It's like Natalie said, we gotta be the neck. That's our responsibility. Be the neck.
I told Natalie I'm taking that. I'm taking that. Be the neck. Be the neck. So and it is true. So women that like don't want, and you gotta watch your relinquish your to what man you relinquish these things to too. So honestly, because if this is like, so I was born in 82, so I grew up in the 90s. I did a lot. You about to be.
I'm not yet though. You're older than me.
Up in October, so let's not get this twisted now.
You're older than me.
But anyway, let me go back to the 90s. But it was a lot more men that were leaders in the 90s than there are today. And I think women just have a small pool to choose from. So society is leading more women to be masculinity, which is nothing wrong with that. However, women has to know when to relinquish those masculinity traits they have when they meet the right man. You got to know because you can lose out on your blessings. And then one thing you have to know too, most important thing, women, especially men, if you don't find a man that has a relationship with God, it ain't gonna work anyway. You might have issues. Let God take over the ship and the man be with them who leads in prayer while the woman's by his side praying with, along with the children. Amen.
Amen.
And I ain't even saying nothing crazy tonight.
Yeah,
God.
I'm
Sorry.
good. Good.
I ain't saying nothing about the collection plate, buying cars and everything. I'm gonna keep that to myself
You
tonight.
did good tonight, Deacon. Good job. Good job. Look at you. That is funny.
Going up, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't gonna last long.
No,
That's how it's but
definitely not.
seriously, so I want to ask a question. Now this is a whole other topic, but I want to ask this question: how many times have you heard a woman say a man has to have a relationship with God? Do you see on the dating profile, or you see people talking in general? That's some of the first things you should ask a man, or even a man asks a woman. And a woman, do you think a man can like who like pray to God, whatever, to like bring a woman along with who don't have a relationship with God? Do you think he can bring her up?
That's so according to the Bible, unequally yoked means that people who don't have the same belief.
Hmm.
So if you starting off on that in that vein, then you're not going far.
Yeah, true. And you know what? And I dated somebody like that was like, what is it, atheist? They call it. They didn't believe in
Mhm.
God. And I asked her like, so when I pray, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna sit there and watch. I want to say, whoa, watch.
Yeah,
God damn!
yeah, it's not.
Like,
Mm,
and then that was the only thing about it. So when you tell people that's going through problems who don't believe in God, and this is the women too much masculinity, I found out that the ones that have a lot of that have some masculine traits, or a lot of women that I know are they're atheists.
hmm.
They're atheists. If you ask a woman that has those traits, like a woman with those traits, are real masculine. A woman that like don't believe in God, you'll find out they have a lot of masculinity. If you ever, I've met a few, and I'm like, wow, crazy.
Lies to what, Silver Fox?
Now I'm telling you, a lot of women that are atheists have a lot of masculine traits. A lot of them that I've met, and even like I had a woman trying to buy me. She didn't believe in God, whatever. She just thought money. Like, oh, you do this, I pay for this and pay for this. And a lot of men, and a lot of men just they ate her alive in the past because she put that money out there. And it's like, fucking woman, you can't buy me. I'm doing pretty good in life.
But she can buy your bestie. You should have did it, and then you could have paid my student loans off. You gotta consult with me next time.
Oh, right, right.
Me.
So right, atheists are masculine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, that's the lies. No, she's saying that's the lie that atheists are masculine. Atheist women are masculine.
Yeah, I don't know no submissive atheist woman because here's the thing: if you're an atheist, you mean a man that's got a relationship with God, then you should become submissive and ride on that train with him and to like pray into the Most High. But if you don't believe in God, like, and you tell a man, like, if I'm praying, what will you do? Or I'm just gonna say here this. That means you show a masculine trait right there because you tell the man what you're not gonna do, and what you should be doing is being submissive and both praying to the Most High. But see, some women don't even know who the Most High is, or they wear a cross around their neck, or they sit and talk to their girlfriends about whether motherfucker got. They don't want to work hard to put forth the effort to earn things in life because they want to depend on the man. So they act like they have a relationship with God, but they really don't. It's like I mean, you see this girl, they talk shit like, I want a man to work a 9 to 5 job. Like, I don't want a man to do that. I want a man that's rich. Like, these bitches don't follow nothing and no Bible, no nothing. They just out here, and society is building them, and society is Satan because you get all the stuff you got going on in the industry and everything. Society is building these people up. That's the devil.
Yeah. They go to church, all right. They have a God. It's called the God of social media. It's called they have idols and all of that crap. Yeah.
But some of the stuff that's being taught in the entertainment industry, think about it. When some of these guys make an entertainment industry, there's a lot of praises to the devil. A lot of their actions, right? So who do they get these? Justin. Like, who do they get these these actions from, right? So you watch like Cardi B, you watch Beyonce, you watch all these people, and you try to mimic and these songs, these music lyrics they put out, right? So women are out here like trying to act out these lyrics, these songs. Like, I need a man with this. I don't want no. Yeah, I'm an independent this. But these same artists that you learn from worship the goddamn devil. Those spirits transform to you because you're trying to like mimic those actions of people who worship the devil, and that's how you get fucked up and get locked into the masculinity.
Facts. Do you know it's no coincidence that music is the largest influence on culture, considering that Satan was the minister of what? Music.
Oh.
So when you think about that, that's his primary weapon. And think about it, music reaches kids. That's why you got to watch what your kids watching, what they in the back seat singing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's just like, yeah.
They learn this shit. Like, I mean, I hate to bring this up, like music. Lil Nas X, right? He's got his video with the devil, whatever, but he's actually putting out it's okay to be this way, and they're saying, and that same devilish shit has been spread amongst men, and it is hitting the teenagers pretty hard. So, like, you don't like women are locked into masculinity because men are being locked more into the feminine side. So,
Ah! I'm sorry. I can't stand him.
music is influence. That's why women show breasts. We're gonna have a topic about that, and I promise you that topic is gonna be. I
Don't
what,
even say
let me say something. That's the problem. Being women with too much masculinity that wear turtlenecks is normally the butches because the gay woman in a relationship normally dressed like a dude and she ain't a dude. You were born a woman for a reason, but you switched up. If you like a woman, that's fine. Dress like a woman. That's what you are here for, to dress like a woman. Don't dress like a dude. Do what you want. And I don't give a fuck whoever get mad and want to see me in the street, want to square up. Square up. Remember that. God made you to be a woman. Period. So it doesn't matter, like, if you want to wear baggy pants or want to do this or whatever. Come on, God made you a woman. So women that want to go out there and dress sexy and show a little cleavage, that's part of being feminine. You should just a little bit. I didn't say show all your titties except your areolas. It's part of being feminine. Nothing is wrong with that.
nothing's wrong with it. Sylvia Fox said she believes that women have taken on masculine roles because men have picked up more feminine traits. And that's what the clip said that you sent earlier. That's 100, all facts.
So you should send Silver that clip I sent you, how society fights war. And I'm going to talk more on that next Saturday on the show Politics and Conspiracies. Society fighting a war right now that we all don't know about. Everybody's waiting for this big war with people with guns. The war's being fought right now. Society is turning men slowly into little bitches, and they are making them more feminine. So when an attack is done, men who prone to more feminine traits are not able to fight. They're not at their strongest. When you're masculine, you're strong. You stand up. You protect your families. You lead for women. You protect at all times. Now guys take more of these feminine traits. How can you protect a woman? A woman can't protect herself because she wasn't built to be physical and fight. A man was built to do that. Now, this man is accepting these feminine traits and is dressed like a woman and being soft. He can't no longer lead his family and protect them. All right, wrong. So, how many men out here protecting the household dressed up in fucking high heels and dresses? You're not protecting that. Society is doing the war is happening right now. Society is breaking the man down. Some man is eating the fucking I forgot the term. They whatever the fuck it is. They take the bait. They take the bait. Who's taking the bait?
Okay, I'm like, eating what? Like,
they eat a cake. I don't know. Anime. But anyway, men are taking that, and society is slowly making them weak. Weak. Think about this, right? And I'm not too deep in this because I'm going to show. I want to talk about this in the show next Saturday. Military, right? You can't discriminate. They make it discriminate. They try to compare that culture to like the black culture, right? And some people argue with me like, well, this is a culture. It's not a fucking culture. It's a choice. When you were brought to this world, when you came out of a woman's vagina, there was no, oh, you're gonna be this, I'm gonna be that. It's a culture. Like you were born black, you were born white, you were born Hispanic, whatever. I'm not reading his comments, whatever. So anyway, because I got guns, so they protect. Anyway, you were born white, you were born black, you were born Hispanic. that's your culture. Whether it was
Mhm.
Mexican, was it Puerto Rican, African American, you have a culture. So that other stuff develops as time goes on. If you decide to like the same sex, you decide to like the same sex. It is not a culture. It is a lifestyle you chose. Period. Don't mix that lifestyle up and compare it to an African American culture because that is not. That's a lifestyle, and that's your business. You decide to do it, whatever. But that's how society is making the man weak because man, we're conforming and accepting this and even transferring to their role.
So this is something. Okay, everybody has fears, right? But me and him can't be scared of mice. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
so even if he's scared of mice, he can't be screaming with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just it can't happen. I'm gonna
Hey,
feel the
I know somebody who's scared of mice is talking shit in his comments.
that person. No, man, you can be scared of it, but it's how you show that you're scared of it. I can't know that you're scared of it. I can't know.
No, I know what mice are little creepy little things. I'm violent towards them with that. I try to fuck them up, but you're right. You can't. You gotta protect your family. I think that tune into the show, y'all. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. Jay Hendo's way. Hendo's way.
Hendo.
Conspiracies, politics. Got two things. I'm gonna talk more about this on how society is. We at war, and people don't know it. And man, that's why women. That's why y'all locked into the masculine ways y'all locked into because you can't find enough masculine men out here that will help you lead. Because society is at war, flipping and turning men around. That's just it. That's just what it is. So is it wrong for women to be locking too much masculinity? No. I mean, you got to protect yourself, but pretty soon, a woman's going to have a protector for what this world is going into. You're going to need a man to protect you, or you're going to have to fight this war alone. Because if you look at what's going on right now with the scarcity of food, and you got trucks that are limited on the roadways because of diesel fuel, there's going to be some stuff going on. It's starting right now. You got, a lot of crime is increasing, whatever, and people are all out for themselves. So,
Pretty interesting.
It's gonna be a different world out there. So women, if you locked into your masculine roles, I'm not mad at you. You can just don't get you a dude that has accepted a man and he's feminine because it's gonna do nothing but just like make you more miserable.
Yeah, because it's not natural.
Yeah, you don't want no dude with no goddamn fishnet shirt on going out with you in public.
Exactly. We both can't have on a fishnet shirt.
Oh,
No.
say you can have a fishnet shirt on. That's not allowed. A woman to show cleavage is don't have nothing to offer at all. That is wrong.
I ain't got nothing to offer. Is that what you saying? I ain't got nothing to offer because I go out with cleavage sometimes. I'm sure a little cleavage tonight. I ain't got nothing to offer, man. I ain't got nothing to offer, bro.
He just want you can't be have your women dressed up in these little sweaters. You know what? Because there's some churches that they go to the real judgmental. I'm like, some women, I don't think.
Well, you were doing good, so don't get into that. Don't do that. Don't do it. Okay.
But ultimately, to make a conclusion to the show, women, if you find a man that can lead and lead the right way, it's okay to relinquish your masculinity traits, put them to the side because you were forced into those roles. It's okay to have a man lead because if you got the right one, let him lead, let him protect you. And if it's family involved, let him protect you and your family. If you find a man that wants to be feminine and does some weird shit, please get him the fuck out your house because he's been shot in the wrist and it's gonna get real bad.
I get him a broom and a dustpan because he cleaning it up.
Right. I just say no way. I just prefer not. That's a bit of next show. We could talk about women and the way they dress the next show. That's going to be a pretty interesting one because that can go on for another like 30 minutes because I have a lot to say about that. So that's going to be the next show. So
all right. Well, what we got coming up?
We have wine therapy again next Wednesday. We'll do 2 shows this month. So we're going to add a second thing for wine therapy. We have Seriously Funny. And I don't know what day we picked.
I don't either.
I know we picked the date and the text message. I believe it's going to be at the end of the month. Seriously Funny. I'll let y'all know what the date. And we got to do a Get Up and Grind day. Did we pick up that?
No.
We got to do a Get Up and Grind because it's one of the most popular shows. So we got to Get Up and Grind. And let me tell y'all something. Get Up and Grind. I'm not gonna read that comment because let me tell you something. So you gonna make me say I've been doing good the whole show. He gonna ask me, "Are you okay with your sister breasts out?" My sisters don't have nice breasts to even show. They're ridiculous, and she dressed like a hoochie. All right, you fine. You made me say it. That's your fault. But anyway, we got Gilbert Grant coming up, y'all. And we're gonna set y'all up with a date. We'll let y'all know in the future. I'm gonna have to stop right this because I think
Yes, you can't say that.
he asked me a question. You okay to sit the breast out? She don't have breast even showed.
Oh my goodness. I'm done.
All right. Well, this is why there for y'all. We're gonna be signing off, y'all. Y'all take it easy. Have a good night. That boy say peace out, y'all.
Oh my God.